welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad y'all found me again today. My channel's all about cozy mysteries and romance books. And today I'm doing my part 2 of 5 of my Help Me Pick My 25 to Start 2025. These are new series to me, so I'll be starting 25 new series, at least, in 2025. And I need your help to narrow it down because right now I'm at 125. And, you know, I could get more. I'm not. That's why if it's set, it's set. So this is book video number 2. There'll be 25 books on each of the 5 videos. You're going to vote for 5 unless specified. And this one you will vote for 5 books. And then I'm going to leave those 5 videos. You'll get one each week. I'm going to leave those 5 videos for everybody to vote on for 2 weeks, even a month, because that's why I'm doing it early. And then I'm going to count them all up. And that is going to be my list for 2025. I will make a video and it's going to be set in writing. I might have it notarized. Really, the thing is, I need a book tender. You know, like a bartender, like they cut you off. They're like, you're at your limit. You're done. You've been overserved. You've been overbooked. I need one of those. Alas, I don't have one. So here we are. Let's go. I'm so excited for these. I want to read them all. So really, you know, it's a win-win for me. I need your help though. Okay, so the first one is the Cookie House series by Eve Calder. Book 1 is called And Then There Were Crumbs. I love these covers. These covers are so cute. There are 3 books in this series. It says, Kate McGuire's life was sweet in Manhattan before she lost her restaurant job and fiance, both. But sometimes that's just the way that cookie crumbles. And soon she finds herself starting from scratch in the island town of Coastal Cay, Florida. It has everything she's looking for. Sunny beaches, friendly locals, and help wanted sign in the bakery shop. Once she convinces the shop's crusty owner, Sam, to hire her, Kate can't tie on her apron fast enough. Little does she know that trouble, like warm dough, is on the rise. Sounds so cute. And the covers are so cute. Number 2 is the Pelican Cove Cozy Mystery Series. There are 14 books in this series. The first book is called Strawberries and Strangers. This is by Lena Clover, and these covers are also so cute. It says, if you like reading about strong women, yes. Small town, yes. Friendships that endure yummy food and a sight of murder, yes and yes. You'll love this series. Enough said. Number 3 is the Ballpark Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Nicole Asselin. The first book is called Murder at First Pitch. Oh my gosh, this one looks so cute. There's 2 books out in it. It says 32-year-old Madeline's grandfather instilled a love of the Boston Red Sox from her early age and increased that love by purchasing a local independent baseball team. That's all I know. It's a baseball cozy. I like variety. I thought I'd throw it in here. And I have met Nicole a couple times, and she is so sweet, and she's very funny, so I feel like her books are going to be really funny. Next up is the Wren and Rascal series. This is by Judith A. Barrett, and the first book is called Bloodshed in the Badlands. And first, before I saw the cover, I was like, oh, I don't know about that title. That sounds a little more like, you know, intense than you know, Tiffany can handle. But the cover's adorable, and it sounds like so much fun. So this features Wren, and Wren is a travel writer, which means we get to travel. But also, she writes travel articles about haunted campgrounds around the United States. How cool is that? That sounds like so much fun. There are 5 books in this series. Next up, in at number 5, is a Paint by Murder Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Bailey Abbott. So the first book is called A Brush with Murder. There are 3 books in this series. This features Chloe, and Chloe was a fine art painter in New York City, and now she has moved to a small town called Whisper Cove. Adorable. And she opens a painting event facility. Sounds like Paint and Sip or something like that. Her facility is called Paint with a View. I think it sounds adorable. And she has a local newspaper writer that writes a bad review, and that reporter ends up dead. So then Chloe's probably going to investigate because that probably doesn't look very good for Paint with a View. Sounds really adorable. Next up is the Beach Cocktail Cozy Mystery series. This is by Lydia Lane. The first book is called Mai Tais and Murder. There are 3 books in this series. So this says it features a funny jilted bride and a gin-soaked divorcee that solve crimes at a luxury beach resort. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Cozies are so diverse and it's so amazing. Okay, number 7. I do have a caveat real quick. In full transparency, I have read book 1 from this series years ago. I do not remember it. It didn't hit with me then, and I really feel like it might have been me and not the book. So I want to try this series again. I've had friends that have read it, and they've said it's amazing. And maybe it's not the series for me, and maybe it just wasn't the right time. So I do want to try it again. Soup Lovers Cozy Mystery Series. I love Soup, y'all, so much. It's one of my favorites because you can have so much variety. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so this is by Connie Archer. The first book is called A Spoonful of Murder. Of course. This takes place in Snowflake, Vermont. I really didn't give it enough of a shot. Snowflake, Vermont. That sounds like a Tiffany book to the fullest. And our main gal, Lucy, she inherits her parents' soup shop. I know. Very, very, very excited at some point to give this another shot. There are 5 books in that series. Next up at number 8 is the Cleopatra Fox Cozy Mystery Series. This is a historical cozy. The first book is called Murder at the Mayfair Hotel. This is by C.J. Archer. This book takes place in 1899, and our lady, Cleopatra, her grandmother passes away, and so she moves into her estranged uncle's luxury hotel. I think that I want to read it, and I'm sure it's not, but it made me think of Eloise at the Plaza. And listen, I loved Eloise at the Plaza when I was, a wee lass. I don't know why I've turned Scottish, but hey. Oh my gosh. I just think that that's just what it reminds me of. Maybe it doesn't feel like that at all, but I'm willing to give it a shot to find out. There are 9 books in this series. Next up at number 9 is the Spice Town Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Sherry Ritchie. The first book is called Welcome to Spice Town, and I think it's Christmas themed. I'm so excited for that. Definitely has snow on the cover. It's definitely wintry, which is fine by me. How do I want to experience my winter? That's right, everyone, through a book. Welcome to my channel. That's the only way I want to experience winter. If you've been here a while, you know that. There are 9 books in this series. This one's interesting because it features Cora, and Cora is the mayor of the town. And the town, it says that it's this quaint small town nestled in the southern hills of Ohio. Although Spice Town is sprinkled with culinary street names, stores full of spices, and quaint lifelong citizens, out-of-towners can bring a dicey element. So our main character, I thought, would own a spice shop. No, she's the mayor. I don't know. Sounds really interesting. 9 books on that series. Next up at number 10 is the Outer Banks Bookshop Cozy Mystery Series. And it went on my TBR, or my possibility of TBR, because of that very reason. It takes place in the Outer Banks, and it's a bookstore, bookshop, cozy. The cover is adorable. Book 1 is called Smile Beach Murder. There are 2 books out in this series. This is by Alicia Bassett. I've heard great things about it, including from Amy Marie on here. Go check out her channel. Go subscribe to her. She really liked this book, and I have loved everything that she's recommended to me. So I'm like, okay, who doesn't like a book cozy on the Outer Banks? I'm sold. Next up at number 11, I'm not biased or anything, but sorry, I had a little, excuse me, I had something in my eye. It's the Hometown Murder Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Rosalie Spielman, who I've met several times. I really want to read this series by her. And the first book is called Welcome Home to Murder. It's going to be right here. There are 3 books in this series. And this series features Tessa. And Tessa didn't want to live in a small town. As soon as she graduated high school, she was off to the U.S. Army. She is from a very small town in Idaho, population 852 or 4 or something like that. Very, very small. Now it's 20 years later, and she is back. Her family is dying for her to stay there. Dying. Sorry, bad pun. They really want her to stay, and they put her to work at the family general store. I love the idea of a general store. I just love the concept of this whole book. And like I said, I've met the author several times. I definitely want to be supporting her, so I'm really wanting to give this a shot. Okay. All right. I don't know what it is with my eye. All right. I think I'm okay to move on, though. I think my eye's going to be okay. Next up at number 12 is the Ballroom Dance Cozy Mystery Series. This one sounds so fun. 3 books in the series. Book 1 is called A Quick Step to Murder. This is by Ella Barrick. And our main character, I believe, is named Stacy. And Stacy's ballroom dance partner, fiance, and business partner, all of those things, is one person, and he is cheating on her. So she's like, oh my gosh, I own a business with this man. What am I going to do? Well, never fear, because he ends up, but that probably doesn't look good for Stacy. So she's going to figure out what's going on, all while doing the 2-step. No, probably the waltz. Oh gosh. I really want to check it out. Number 13 is the Happy Campers Cozy Mystery Series. Book 1 is called Open for Murder. So this is by Mary Angela. I've been wanting to try this for a while. This says, deep in the heart of touristy town, Spirit Canyon, South Dakota. Y'all, I don't think I've ever read a South Dakota series. I don't think I've ever read a South Dakota series. Former journalist Zoe runs the Happy Camper gift shop. I am so in. Oh my gosh, I'm so in. 3 books in that series. It just sounds like a blast. Next up, I saw this title of this series and I was like, this is so going on my pile of TBR possibilities. It is the Cozy Retirement Cozy Mystery Series. Now, you know retirement is a big buzzword for me. If you don't know, I am Tiffany. Welcome to my channel. If you have made it this far, because I know I've been woo today and every other day. So, the Cozy Retirement Series, retirement buzzword, here we are. The first book is called Vintage Whispers. This is by Riley Blake. And it says, best friends from childhood, Mary Louise, Opal, and Pearl, enter a retirement community on a trial basis. I don't blame these ladies. Once there, they imagine life with nothing to do, a way to live out their golden years while reminiscing about the good old days and embracing the new. When rocking chair discussions reveal different versions of bygone days, investigations are in order. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. I am rooting for Mary Louise and Opal and Pearl. I'm going to be there in the retirement community with them. Next up is the Max's Campervan Cozy Mystery Series. The first book is called Campervans, Cooking, and Corpses. This is by Tyler Rhodes, and he's going out on the road. I don't know if that was meant to be or what, but I had to point it out. Okay, so our main character is a burnt out chef, and he just wants to hit the road and do some traveling, and I support this fully. I would totally do that if I could talk my husband into it. I would totally do that. That sounds amazing. There are 10 books in this series. Next up at number 18 is the Bay Island Psychic Cozy Mystery Series. Book 1 is called Death at First Sight. This is by Lena Gregory. There are 7 books in this series. And our main character was a psychiatrist, and she leaves her practice to open a psychic shop. And I love it so much. 7 books. It just sounds like so much fun. I'm not sure if it takes place in New York or not, but her practice was in New York, and then she moves back to her hometown to open the psychic shop. I'm not sure if that is still in New York or not, but when I read it, I'll let you know. Next up is the Farmer's Daughter Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Paige Cochran. I love Paige Cochran's writing, and I love multiple of her other series, so I was like, okay, it's a farm cozy. Tiffany, you love farm cozies. Put it on here, of course. I couldn't argue with myself. There are 3 books in this series. The first book is called No Farm, No Foul. And this is set in Michigan, and our main character has a blog called The Farmer's Daughter, and I am sold. I love Michigan for cozies because, again, I can experience the winter and loveliness of snow and all that through a book. Next up is the Christmas Catastrophe Cozy Mystery Series. This is a paranormal cozy mystery series from what it says. Book 1, and there are 2 books out in it, is called Peppermint Cookie Murder. This is by Trixie Silvertail, and it says Cindy Claus is excited to open her own bakery. She's determined to pursue her passion and have her holiday treats prove she's more than a Yuletide heir because she is the daughter of Santa Claus. Fun! Next up at number 21 is the Greenhouse Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Wendy Tyson. Book 1 is called A Muddied Murder. There are 6 books out in this series. So this series is set in Pennsylvania. Our main character, Megan, was a big city lawyer, and she comes home to her hometown in Pennsylvania to take care of her grandmother. And she is going to run the family organic farm and cafe. I know. Sounds amazing. Next up at number 22 is a ballet cozy mystery. It's the Fiona Quinn Cozy Mystery Series. And I couldn't pass it up because, you know, as a fellow ballerina, I was a prima ballerina in the Nutcracker just like a year or 2 ago. Look it up. Okay, sorry. I know I'm a lot. Book 1 is called Murder on Point. There are 13 books in this series, and like I said, our main character is Fiona can't wait to attend the performance of a ballerina in Pittsburgh. Her old friend is dancing the principal role. They have dinner after the show, but when they return to the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater, one of the dancers is down. That's enough for me, and 13 books. Somebody's enjoying it, and it might as well be me as well. Next up at number 23 is the Haunted Home Renovation Series. This is by Juliet Blackwell. The first book is called If Walls Could Talk. There are 8 books in this series. Our main gal, Mel, she comes home to work at her father's failing construction company, and they specialize in restoring historical old homes or renovating old homes. And a lot of these homes end up being haunted, and ghosts may come to visit Mel a time or 2. And I just think it sounds like so much fun. Had to put it on here. Next up at number 24, this is so unique. I had to include it. It's called the Weather Girl Cozy Mystery Series. I'm so excited for this. Book 1 is called Forecast Foul Play, right here. There are 5 books in this series. This is available on KU. This is by Ashley Quinn, and our main girl, Autumn, is a certified broadcast meteorologist. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. Just sounds amazing. Number 25 on this list is the Vintage Magic Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Annette Blair. The first book is called A Failed Deception. There are 6 books in this series, and our main girl, Maddie, she owns a vintage clothing store and can see ghosts or talk to the dead. Just sounds amazing. I love vintage clothing, so I had to put it on here. Okay, so now it's your guys' turn. Vote for 5. Put it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys are planning on reading in 2025. What are you most looking forward to? Anything else that you want to talk about cozies, down in the comments below. Give me a big thumbs up for this video. And until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everybody.